Hey everyone, welcome to a special extended edition of Toys in the Attic. We just wanted to do this video to go over all the toys that I found in my mom's attic last week. And we did a really long stream with all the toys and unboxing them and unwrapping them. It kind of took a long time, so I just wanted to give a rundown of all the wonderful toys that were in here. Let me make this full screen here. That would help. There we go. So one of the trickiest things was getting all these guys to stand up and not fall over. Oh, I can see Wolverine fell over in the back. It's every action figure collector's nightmare, trying to get all their figures to stand up and not flop over. Let's see if Wolverine wants to stand up. All right, so let's just pan through. Of course, the Gorn and Johnny Storm and a couple of those figures in the background are not new, or are new, I should say, or newer. But majority of these, as you can see, are from back in the day. And I was trying to remember when, the Surfer's a new old Surfer, and so was Spidey. But I was trying to remember, when I packed these away. So I went to college in '86. So I don't know if I packed these away when I moved out, go off to college, or if this was maybe it was early '90s. I think probably is what I put on the video title. So I think it was when I went off, probably when I moved in with my wife. I think when we got married. I'm guessing in '94. These probably just got packed away, and I've been looking for these. I'm like, where the heck did all these figures go? Because I remember having, of course, Mazinger and the some of the superpowers. I'm missing Batman though. I wish I had bought Batman. No, I didn't buy Batman, but I'll have to rectify that on eBay. But I've been looking for these for a long time. The only figures I can't find are my Ninja Turtles. So I have the original set of the Ninja Turtles of the '80s. I still have their accessories in like one of my the toy boxes that collect all the figures. But your like your guns and knives and everything. So I have the turtles. Weapons, but I can't find the turtles. So I was hoping they were in this box. But let's just go through real quickly, and so we have. If you don't want to watch the two-plus hour version, you can see what was in here. So these were this was the Marvel PVC line. I think it was '88. I think they were 1988. If you look, let's see if I can read on here. 1990. Okay, yep. So 1990. So there's Nightcrawler. It's a really cool line. So I got to put these back in the box. They've got to go through the wash because these guys were put away, not dusted. So there's Spider-Man from that PVC line. Of course, I have the Thing, but he's been in my car. So whenever that's how people know my car or truck. I've had a truck for years because I've Ben Grimm on the dashboard. I should buy a few more of them or find them on eBay, or actually someone had. Now with the scanners, I could scan these and 3D print these pretty easily. I don't know what happened to Iron Man's face there. What? I don't know if that's D, but gotta clean the paint. I don't know if I tried to paint that or if that's a bad paint job there. But yeah, Iron Man looks like he had too much to drink. Not the best, Iron Man figure, but I really like this cap. This cap is good. So these are all the PVC figures. So, back then you had the Superpowers line, you had Migos, and then these came out before, before the, I think it was before the Playmates, the X-Men line came out. Let's go try to grab all the PVCs that I have. We'll keep them together like that. So, of course, we've got Dr. Doom. Good Doctor is in, and he's going to be in the Marvel Universe. We'll see how that turns out, if it's really Dr. Doom or Tony Stark Dr. Doom. I don't know. They screwed that one up. All right, so here's his best friend, Mr. Fantastic. Let's see. Let's see, where's the... Oh, see, I'm going to knock over everyone now. There we go. There's Darkseid. Now, this was a cup topper. So I think it said, on this 1988, 1985, created by Robert Demars. Figurine for C cups. I don't know what this is like from a movie theater. I'll have to grok that and see what was there. All right, so let's see. Do I have any more of the PVCs here? Knocked over Ox. I think that's all the PVCs that I had. Of course, yeah, now they're all gonna fall. All gonna fall over. Well, let's start by grabbing some of the X-Men line. Then let's see, any PVC. Oh, we did have Thor. Yep. Let's keep all these PVCs together. So we did have the Thor. Yeah, really cool. Really nice Thor PVC. That one a nice paint job. Yeah, that one was cool. Let's see, any other PVCs hiding in there? Well, as we get through them. Well, we have from that Marvel line, there's Batman and Robin. That's a different line. DC, obviously. So, of course, we had this great X-Men, the first X-Men line of figures by Playmates. And I've got a bunch of them that I bought years later, carded. But, yeah, it was just so much fun going to the store and seeing these figures on the shelf, the X-Men that you love, and they're there. So, of course, Juggernaut, he's getting juggy. So, very cool figure. So, we got Juggernaut, his buddy Colossus. Of course, this guy, he can pump you up. There's Colossus there. Really good figure. Yeah, really great figure line. Let's see. What should we grab next from the X-Men? We've got Nightcrawler back here. He's got suction cup action. His suction cups have seen better days, but he could stick to. I think I had him sticking to the wall for a while. Yep. Or you could hang him by classic Nightcrawler pose. You know, hang him by his. Bend him a little bit here, but yeah, you hang him by his tail on the wall or something like that. The suction cup's a little ridiculous. That's all right. They tried. Let's see. Then we've got Apocalypse here. And this guy, pretty ugly dude, as we know. He can grow. Look at this guy grow. His arms, I don't think the arms grow. I think it was just his legs. And his accessory is this stick here that really doesn't fit. Oop, lost that piece, but it really doesn't fit in his hand. I was trying to fit it in, but it's maybe if I heat it up, but it's pretty tough to get in. So don't want to break him. But oh yeah, he's of course he's got the tube in here. So yeah, I mean these aren't Hot Toys quality, obviously, but really well done and a lot of fun. Let's see, another X-Men here. Scott Summers, the leader, of course. Cyclops. And they had a bunch of different paints for this first generation. Oh my goodness gracious, his light still lights up. I didn't even try that one. This figure is from 1990. Let's turn the light off here. How cool is that? He still lights up. Oh, better watch out for the optic blast. Because I don't even... Can you change the battery in this? I don't think you can change the battery in this. You know, sometimes they have a battery pack that you can replace, but what year is this figure? What does this say? Put the light back. I can't believe the battery still works. That's insane. Toy Biz 1991. My God, let's try that again. Battery works. 1991. Don't want to. Oh, here we go. Focus. Get a bit of focus here. That's insane. I can't believe that works after all those years. Truly nuts. I should get a piece of paper to put behind this to focus, but wow. I'm blown away by that. I just want to keep using it, but I want to wear the battery about it. Yeah, I really don't think you can change the battery on this guy. Yep. Well, he's a mutant, so his powers work well. Of course, probably the most popular mutant, I would say, Wolverine. And this one, what I had done, these claws are usually together. Let me put the light back on. I'd use a knife, X-Acto knife, to separate the claws. I think it looked a hell of a lot better, right? Because Wolverine's claws are never together. The mask, this was you could take his mask off. Uh, Not as handsome as Hugh Jackman, but when you put the mask back on, it's not great. It's okay. It's acceptable, but let's not break this. Hopefully the plastic's still okay. Let's see here. Put that on so no one knows who he is. Yeah. So from the back, it doesn't look so good, but pretty. That's a fun figure. Yeah. Of course, you could probably melt. I gotta heat this up and melt that back. But his claws, you can retract the claws and they're spring loaded. So let's try that. Let's see, I'm sure that still works. So, ready? I got claws. I can use them. Pop. Really cool figure. Yeah. Other than the mask, yeah. And let's see. I have another Wolverine back here. They have a bunch of versions of Wolverine. So this was, I think, this one might have been the first version. I gotta look it up on the interwebs, but I think this was the original version of the mask that doesn't come off. And see, the claws are pretty lame, pretty short claws. Let's compare the claws on these two. So, retractable Wolverine had much better claws. Yep, much better. And when they're together like that, just looks lame. There was a porcelain statue I remember that I bought. Well, it came out and I bought it years later. It was so terrible. I just bought it as an example of a horrible statue. And the claws were like that. They weren't separate. It was way back when, before we started getting those nice Bowen statues. Okay, let's see. Oh, I did forget another PVC. This goes with the Marvel line. Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. So no motorcycle, but you can sit on this Honda here that I built. Yep. Well, it doesn't quite fit, but yep. So another cool PVC. The box. All right, so let's see. Who else do we have? Any X-Men that are left? Oh, we've got the baddest bad guy of the X-Men. Magneto. Oop, he keeps losing his cape there. So Magneto, very, very cool. And this one has magnet action. There's a different shield, the way the painting on the chest was done. You could different versions. So he's magnetic. So let's see if I got a little piece of metal here, a magnet. Let's see. Yeah, so he there's a pin there. I don't think the hands were magnetic. Oh, and I think the hands were magnetic too, but yep, he's strong enough to hold that. So, Mr. Magneto. And coming with a cloth cape was pretty good too. All right, let's see. Who else do we have? Any X-Men characters? I'm sure I'll probably miss one, but let's keep going with the Toy Biz line. We got Deathlock. Great story behind this cyborg. Very cool figure. Yep. I like the paint on this. Really well done. Yep. All right, let's keep going with the Marvel line. We've got Doctor Doom. Kind of a short cape there, but I guess it's acceptable. Let's see, the face is pretty good too. Yep. What was his? I can't remember what power he had. Let's see. Did he have a? There's something going on in the back here. I can't remember what his. Was there a battery that went in something? Did he shoot? I think he shot something. I think he. Yes. Sorry, not on the camera here. I think. Never want to break it. I have to look it up. But I think. Oh, is this? Would this turn on the back here? I think his arm comes out. And you turn this to retrieve it. Does, or do you just spin this? Let's see. Let's see, does this do it? Yeah, I think, no, we can't see who's attacking here. Yeah, here we go. That's very deadly. So as a kid, you could, didn't want to break the damn thing, but if you can see that spinning. All right, I'm putting that away. I don't want to break it. But that would be the rotating fist of doom. Oh, I got to miss Storm here. Storm's right in front of me. So you know, Storm. I think they had two versions of Storm, 2 or 3 of that. So this is the Storm that would. No, she doesn't work anymore. But I think she would spark in the chest there. So let's see. It's kind of like a flint and steel action, but not working. We have to get Forge to fix her. Come on. Nope, not. You know, old toys. She doesn't want to work. All right, but she's got her lightning bolt. Let's see. Anyone else left in the X-Men on this desk here? Let's see. Oh, of course. Yep. Iceman. Can I forget Bobby Drake? It's a Worf keeps falling over. Come on, Worf. Oh. So, of course, Bobby comes with his sled, ice sled here. Pretty cool. And I think this is a pretty well done figure with a translucent casting there, the plastic, and no wheels on here. This is Toy Biz 1992. Hey, we'll slide a little bit. So another really cool figure. He's got a little yellow ice in there, maybe a little yellow snow. Don't eat the yellow snow, but he's aged okay, I guess. Yeah, Bobby's aged okay. And we've got Cable, of course, a time-traveling mutant. His big gun. Let's see, what does he do? Does he, you know, you check for the levers and back. I think does his arm do something, or let's see. Not sure what he does. I'll have to look that up. Again, don't want to break these, but he's got some kind of action going on. I don't know if it must be this arm here. You rotate that arm. Yeah. Oh, he's got karate chop arm. That's what it is. Come on, chop. Hit the bad guy. Oh, that's kind of slow motion. There we go. Let's see. Ouch. Yeah. Interesting paint on this. Not the colors you're used to from the comic book uniform, but good figure. And what I like too is Cable's a big guy, so they have a bigger body on him. So let's say put him next to Wolverine. Wolverine is actually a runt. Hugh Jackman shrunk, so you can see how it's. They actually had some nice scaling there. Yep, like compared to, and of course, Juggernaut's about the same size. It should be a little bit bigger, but they reuse parts too. Let's see. We've got Shatterstar here. I guess you would say he's considered X-Men, but his swords have been bent over the years. It's time to. Those weren't stored too well, I guess. Time to heat those up and straighten those bad boys out. I don't know who's gonna hit with that. Yeah, does he have? They had a lot of times. Yeah, you would move the torso left and right, and then the arms. Yeah, that would make the arms go up and down. Let's see. Or if you go up like this, let's see. Yeah. He kind of works. Come on, Rob Liefeld. Let's see. Yeah, so not the best action, but they tried. All right, so let's keep going through the Marvel line here. The Mighty Thor. Now this, I thought I had made this cape for Thor, and I wasn't sure. And then I checked the packaging and the internet and the court. Yeah, they sold this without Thor without a cape. So I made this cape, I guess, out of a piece of cloth or rag shirt that I found. But actually, it looks pretty damn good. That's not a bad job for a much younger me. So yeah, because he looks ridiculous. Like, Thor has to have a cape, right? You can't have a Thor without a cape. I mean, he's not in the Incredibles. He's got to have a cape. His sword is a little Mjolnir is a little bit bent there. Got to maybe straighten out Mjolnir. But yeah, so he has this hammer swinging action. Is it? Let's see, how does it work? Let's see, just spin that. Sometimes the legs activate. No, I guess you just go like that. Be gone, Loki. But yeah, the cape actually, I think cape came out pretty darn good. The cape is holding up well, so can't put him in the wash. All right, so we got Thor. We've got Punisher, Frank Castle. I think this is the version with a cap. Yeah, there's a cap gun version. Yep. I think there are a couple of different versions of this, but you can put caps through them. I don't think caps are that popular anymore, but he has a kid who always had cap guns, so they made toys that you could put caps into, and of course simulate firing a gun, which is not too popular these days. So that's Frank Castle. And of course we've got Big Bad Venom. Yeah, so see how cool the sculpt is. So it's a much bigger body. Nice job on the face there. Looking good, looking good. Scary enough, yeah. So that's what Venom looked like. Changes the way it appears throughout the years, but he was quite a new supervillain back then. McFarlane Spider-Man. What was it, $2.99? Well, 300 was the first full appearance. Was it $2.99 the cameo? And McFarlane started. Was it $2.98? Was the first McFarlane? I gotten a subscription online to Marvel just starting that time. Yeah, I should have bought more Spider-Man 300s back there. Should have done a lot of things, but it was $30. You had to buy. It was $30 for a while to buy ASM 300. Imagine that. Well, there's oh, you know what? I had him. I must have had Spidey. I had to set him up. I had a dresser, like cabinet. It was like a desk with a cabinet. So Spidey, I had set up hanging probably, and then up against the wall like this is how I'm imagining it. So that's why he's still got the fishing line there, which is like the best way to hold up your action figures. So his head always seems small in this figure, right? I don't know. Peter Parker had a pretty big brain, but I think that sometimes the heads were a little bit out of proportion for these bodies, or maybe it's just the way the paint job goes. But he looks head looks a little small to me. All right, let's see. We got Spidey. Of course, we've got. Well, let's show his buddy Green Goblin next. Yes, I must have had Spidey hanging up next to Green Goblin. So he's got his fishing wire too. Not the best head sculpt. Kind of scary looking. Well, he's supposed to be scary, but yeah, not the best. Everything else in the figure is good, but the head sculpt. I mean, I guess it's pretty accurate to the comics, but just maybe it's the paint job. And he's got his pumpkin bomb throwing action. Yep. You turn the torso, or you just wind him up, I guess. There's something that gets him to throw the pumpkin bomb. Let's see. Yeah. Not to look up the original online, but some kind of action there. Yep. Be careful for pumpkin bombs. Watch out for pumpkin bombs. All right, so who else do we got? Well, we'll go to, of course, Spidey's friend, the Human Torch. And he's got the same action as Green Goblin. I guess it's just spring loaded, I guess, so you like that. And the hand, I guess it would throw it. I've got that fun tact into his hand, but yeah. It's a pretty good paint job, yeah. You know, we're not expecting Hot Toys, you know, ultra realistic, but as a kid, this is, well, of course, I'm in high school getting these, but these are pretty darn good, I think. Yep, there's a nice look to them, and they're a lot of fun. So we got Johnny, and of course we've got Daredevil. This cane must be downstairs in my action figure accessory box, but a Billy Club. And let's see, have any? I don't think he does anything. He just a really good fighter. Man, his joints are stiff. He's got some arthritis going on here. Matt Murdock, come on, stretch out. You can see the paint changing color a little bit. That happens a lot between the arms and the torso. Different, you know, they're painted at different times and maybe different quality of plastic. But yeah, it's amazing how sometimes, I don't know if you can see that on the interwebs, but let's see if I change the, tough to see maybe, but yeah, the color on different body parts will change over time. Nihilus, this is a very cool figure. Love this guy. The Negative Zone. And he's got wing flapping action, if I recall. Here, let's see. Oh my god, one wing does not work. He's going to crash. So, well, I don't know if it's worth taking apart or trying to fix that. Let's see if I can get the other wing to go. Just push it in, maybe. Nice. That's all right. One wing is broken, but don't tell anyone. For sale. One Annihilus with one wing. Yep. And of course, Diamond Select went under, so we lost the chance to get that really cool Diamond Select version of Annihilus. All right, let's grab Iron Man here. I never thought this was that good of a figure, but this is Quick Change Iron Man, so and you really can't change that far. But let's see if I can get his face shield off here, or helmet comes off. It's pretty tight. Not very quick to change. I don't know if the front, I think there's a latch there, so I'm not going to break it, but there's a latch here. So the front, sorry, I'm not showing it, but the very front part of the mask comes off, I believe, on this one. And then like the gauntlet sleeves come off, and these sleeves come off, and the chest plate comes off, but then this looks like, it's like half-dressed Iron Man, not fully dressed Iron Man, so not that good. Yeah, these gauntlets on the side. I think I wonder if I tried to hand paint these. Can't remember, but that's all right. It's Iron Man, but not the best. Not the best figure. They try to, you know, add a gimmick to these for the kids to play with, and it doesn't always work. All right, let's see. Who do we have last? Well, these are new figures. I think that's all the Marvel, of course. Well, we've got Hulk here. I think this is a Mego figure. Someone was telling me online. So I think this is 1975 Hulk. I must have gotten this one Christmas. Let's see what's the back say. Let's see if I can read that. 1990 Marvel. Okay, no, this is not Mego. Someone was telling Mego on the live stream. This is with the first Marvel line. Yep. So that's what that. Oh, that's the other Hulk there. Okay, yeah, I'm mixing up my Hulks. You know, the green guys with purple pants always look the same. But yeah, this is really well done. He needs a little bit of rubbing alcohol. the rubber is getting a little sticky there, Hulk. You got like green slime, but that's what happens sometimes with these figures. So the cure for that is rubbing, 99% ISO alcohol, and give him a bath in that, and he's ready to bend steel and fight the leader again. But yeah, that really cool figure. Yeah, here's the Mego Hulk, I believe. Yep, someone's telling me. Let's see this. Let's see, what does it say? Marvel 1975 Hong Kong. So I believe this was made by Mego, so much smaller Hulk. I guess I got this guy for Christmas in '75. Yep. So compare the two of them together. Yep. We've come a long way, baby. So very small toy, but I'll have to look up exactly what that figure was, or if that came in a set or was just separate. But yep, it's a little mini Hulk, but pretty cute. Yep. No, yeah. See, like there's no articulation on. He's just got his knees articulate, and this is just the standard joints, and that's what you got, and you liked it back then. Okay, is that all the Marvel figures? I believe that's all the Marvel figures. Yep. Okay. Let's get some of the few random one-offs out of the way. It's Darth Vader PVC. Maybe I got this at Disney World. Let's see. 1990 LFL. I think this might have been Disney World when we went to Disney. Disney MGM. And someone was mentioning, the Stormtrooper with this gray helmet. That also might be a Disney figure. That's Dad, man. He's a Disney expert. Let's see. Does it have any markings on this? Let's see. On the very bottom, 1990 LFL. So I'm guessing I got these two figures together in Disney World. Oh, and of course we can't forget up here we've got Doc Ock. Let me get Bill and Ted off of there so I can get Doc Ock off my light. It's fun. You need lots of spots to hang figures, so it's really cool. So Doc has the suction cups. You can stick to a window, and these other grabby arms. Yep. Don't grab Gwen. Don't grab Gwen. I'm being attacked. Oh yeah, I'm not 8 again. Okay, but fun figure. I guess that looks like Doc Ock, right? Yeah. With the glasses, yep. So we got to give him a bath. And let's have our Archangel fly down here. Forgot to include him with the X-Men. And of course, yeah, I had these guys hanging up. And I think, do these missiles shoot out? He's got these little missiles. I guess they're not spring-loaded, they're just missiles in there, and you can tend to throw them and not joke on them. Like, they must look small. And he's got a wing. Yeah, both his wings work, unlike an Alice. So, as the Mr. Sinister changed Angel into Archangel, pretty scary. So, but gave him more powers after his wings were destroyed. Okay, who else is another one-off figure here? Toxic Avenger, Toxie, looking good. So let's see. This is Playmates 1991 Trauma Inc. Toxie, it's a cool figure. I guess I'm trying to remember if he would glow in the dark, but yeah, that's of course very patriotic. He's rooting for a team at the Olympics there. The room's a little bent, but it'll work. Yep. All right. Let's see any other one-offs. So this, someone was telling me what kind of horse this was. This was I guess this is from Denmark, I think. Not sure, but this was in the pile. That must have been on my shelf. I don't remember how I got that. Who gave that to me? Of course, this is the figure that I'm like, oh, now I know I found all the figures. This is Ed 209. Great RoboCop figure. Surrender. Drop your weapon, Bob the Goon. And this fires a cap gun. There's a way to get pop this off. I don't want to break it, but there's a cap gun system in here, and then you shoot the ever peaceful Ed 209. And one-offs here. Well, this is a nice, I assume this is a 750 or 1000 Interceptor, Honda Interceptor. I did a pretty nice job making this model. I don't know where the rest of it is, or if I got this far and didn't finish it. But it's coming out pretty good, actually. Yep. I think it must be a Honda Interceptor. I think I've got the Maybe the box is somewhere with the rest of the pieces, because that'd be a shame. But it was looking not bad, I think. Yep, yep. I'll put that to the side there. Wash that off. I gotta hopefully I can find the rest of that figure. Yep. All right, so of course let's do some DC stuff here. So just going through these while they're all opened up takes a while. Yep. So this is Bob the Goon, of course. Let's give him his hat. Oh, I want to stay on that well. I think they called him a henchman. I don't think they actually called him Bob the Goon in the action figure line. And I think does he have a gun? Karate chop action, I think. Stabby action. There's a button in the back, but sorry, Bob. Getting kind of personal. And he's got his little Joker symbol. Maybe they did call him Bob the Goon. I'll have to look that up, but he could use a cleaning. All right, let's stick to Batman then. This is a fun figure. I've got a bunch of these Batman figures, and this was, I think just the arms. You pull the arms down, and it was triggered by his legs. Yep, it's a leg trigger. So if you pull the arms down, I'm Batman. And it works pretty good still. So I can just keep having fun with that. Yep. Alfred needs to wash that outfit, that's for sure. Yep. Okay. All right, so let's one off. We got the great detective Dick Tracy. Nice PVC here. That looks damn good, I gotta say. Looks like Warren Beatty. I guess this is Warren Beatty. This is Beatty. Maybe this is when the movie came out. This is Disney. I'm trying to see the year on that. Can't see a year. But yeah, cool figure, and he still has the rights to Dick Tracy, and it makes a short film every few years to keep the rights. But I don't know if we're ever going to get another Dick Tracy. Hopefully we will. All right, so let's head to the classic superpowers line. So we've got the Riddler. What does he riddle? Does he do anything? I don't think Riddler does anything, but ask riddlers. Riddles. It's a nice classic look for the Riddler. And I have about 10 superpowers. I was hoping I had more. I'm happy with what I have, but Lex Luthor and McFarlane, of course, redid these, but he never made a Lex Luthor, so which is cool. Yep. And what does he do here? Does he have a karate chop action? This is like businessman Lex Luthor. Some kind of with a ring. I think there was some kind of action with you'd punch if you push this button. There we go. You'd knock Superman clear out. Looks like Daddy Warbucks there. Yeah. So Mr. Luthor. Love this one. This is the Flash. And of course you wind him up. Not too much, because you don't want him to go too fast. And he flashes away. Let's try that again. Just love the stuff that came up for these figures. Yep. Really cool. Yep. Got the Flash. And let's see. Well, let's do... we've got, of course, Mr. Freeze. Let's see if he focuses there. Is that Arnold in there? Victor Freeze. I'm not sure if this does anything or this cool little gizmo sticking out, but yeah. Superpowers are a really great line. Yeah. I've got to pick up Batman. I never had Batman, so let's go to the great hero, Superman. Of course, you can see Superman's getting old. He's aging a little bit. Short cape here too on Supes. A little too short, I think. Cape should be a little bit longer, but at least it doesn't have that hole through it like the McFarlane ones. Does he do anything? Let's see. Or he just flies. And of course the cape is through his neck there, but we got Superman, so we're happy. Yep. So I have to put him in the new in the Superman mobile that I got, the new McFarlane line. So I have to put him in that and find a spot to hang him from the ceiling. And we got his pal Hal Jordan here, Green Lantern. I think this came with a Green Lantern ring too. It might be. I have a couple of Green Lantern rings on my desk here. Let me grab them here. Let's see. Give him my. Of course, you have to have a Mjolnir ring holder. I don't know if these were from the superpowers. I think it was a different ring with the superpowers that had like an insert in it. Here's I got my. I haven't had the willpower to get them to work, unfortunately, but maybe someday. I think it was a different ring. It's in the other room, I think, but came with. I think it came with Hal. I'm not sure. Someone could help me, maybe, or I'll check it and check it. Let me know in the chat. All right. And we don't have Batman, but we've got Robin. Dick Grayson. Does he have a karate chop action too? Let's see. Yeah, so arm is going backwards. I don't want to break it. That's kind of weird. Usually the action, the arm would go forwards. Karate chop. Someone in the back there, yeah. Yeah, all these are really well done, yep. Another hero, of course. Amazonian Wonder Woman. And she's got another, yep. She still works, yep. Karate chop. Action. And her lasso of truth, which is fun tacked to her hand. Let's head to the bad guys now. Oswald Cobblepot. And the umbrella shoots. I'm not going to shoot it because it's a pain. It's going to go flying. It's going to fall behind the desk. But yeah, really love this action figure. He just looks like a penguin, right? He's been eating a lot of fish there. Been eating too much salmon, Oswald. So yeah. Remember when they tried to make him a karate expert too back in the 2000s? But yeah, I love him with this umbrella. Yeah, just great superpowers line, and he looks awesome on display. And man, he's got to go on the Ozempic. Man, come on. And we got two Jokers here. I believe. I'm trying to remember which is superpowers. I think this is the Batman movie, and I think this is the Batman movie one. Yep. This shoots. You hook up water pack through a pipe, little tube, and then you squeeze it, and then he shoots just water or whatever you put through there. So this is from the Batman line, excuse me, the movie Batman the movie, and this is the superpowers Joker. And of course, he can fly away with his helicopter. It's perfectly safe. Cesar Romero look there. I'd say this is pretty cool. So this should be hanging up somewhere too. So he's floating with his, flying with his umbrella. Yep. Excuse me, umbrella. Come on, Mark. Helicopter. All right, so that's my superpowers. Gotta grab a few more of them that I'm missing, but let's keep going with the DC. These are PVCs. Not sure where I got these, but Batman and Robin, of course. Let's see, do they say anything on the bottom here? Maybe this is Warner Brothers store. Yep, cool PVCs. And another little, oh, there goes Yosemite Sam. Another PVC of Robin. Much smaller scale. This one is 1999, it looks like. I'm surprised they don't have Batman to go with him. Yep. Of course, we got some Looney Tunes, Yosemite Sam. We got Sebastian from The Little Mermaid, Under the Sea. Cute little guy. That goes with the Star Trek line. Aladdin, I'm forgetting the monkey's name. Who was his name? I forget his name. Disney. This looks like a Burger King or a McDonald's toy to me. I'm forgetting his name. And of course, then Goofy movie. We've got Goofy, my dad's favorite. I always collected Goofy. And oh, is that a piece? Who's got to watch these pieces? Is that from an Nihilus? Let's see. That might be from. Yep, that was from an Nihilus. Yep. Identify the action figure pieces. Yep. So that actually. This guy's got shoulder pads. I'm gonna glue that on. I think so. I don't lose it or go. If I give him a bath, it goes down the drain. Yep. So, yep. So that's a little peg there. Keep that on the side there. Good catch. Of course, from the Goofy. I'm forgetting their names, but Goofy's family here and friends. Little PVCs. Must have gotten. I'm guessing Disney World. And we move to the Star Trek line. Let's go with the first set of Star Trek figures for Next Gen, Galoob line. We've got Jean-Luc Picard, played by an Englishman who can't speak French. And these are a big deal when they came out. I can't believe it. Star Trek figures, other than Mego. Of course, I've got my original Megos up here, as you can see. With the light on them there, yep. So I've got my original Megos from the 70s, but yeah, it was cool to get next generation action figures. Of course, I'm in college at this time, but I did buy a whole set. We got Worf, of course, and their phasers are permanently in their hands, so they're always ready to fight. So then we've got Geordi LaForge. These are all the same bodies, yeah. So not great figures, but it was fun to have them, just to be able to own them. We got Geordi, Tasha Yar, and Data, fully functional. She should have stayed on the show. Big mistake to get killed off. Meaningless death. And of course, Data. There's a bunch of different versions of Data. Now, I think this is the most common one, the flesh colored. The paint job, they painted him just like a normal dude. There's this blue colored one and the speckled one. I think one other, if you look them up. Figure Realm is a great place to look. So depending on the rarity, I think the Data figure's worth. The rare one is worth more. And the alien, I don't have the aliens. I don't have Q. There's an Anakin and I think a Ferengi. And those are worth about $40. So I got to finish collecting this line. So I'm missing a couple of them. Of course, we've got Riker. Can he do the Riker maneuver? It'd be kind of tough, but he doesn't have hip joints. And no beard, of course, and the original first season uniforms, which were not as good. It looked a lot better with the neck and the later version, yep. And I think that was it. I don't think they had Troy. They didn't. That was the line, yeah, the original Star Trek line. And of course, then Playmates took over the line, much better figures. So I've got a ton of these, but this was probably the first few that I bought that I had. So I've got Worf here, and his later iteration, so he looks much better there. They finally got his hairstyle right, and yep, this is Captain Jean-Luc with his away vest or school jacket he got to wear as captain. No one else got this jacket. I guess being a captain has benefits. I think he was complaining about the uniform a lot, so he was lucky to get that. And we've got Data. And of course, they finally got the paint color right on his kind of pale, weird looking yellowish skin there, which is, I'm sure, a pain for Brent Spiner to do that makeup all the time, but not as bad as Worf. So And he wearing some funky contact lenses. So Data definitely needs a wash in here. And we've got Klingon, of course. Now this is, I'm trying to remember which Klingon this is. I can't remember which Klingon this is supposed to be. Which character, but of course he's got his Targ here. They kind of skimped on painting him. I guess it's supposed to be a statue of a Targ, not or a stuffed Targ. It'd be fun to actually paint that and make that look quote unquote real. But yeah, they skimped on the painting of this figure. It actually wouldn't be tough to paint in that style. I think I actually have another one. Yeah, I've got another. Oh, I've got two of these figures. Yeah, so I could paint. And the other figure has his weapon is not so bent. Yeah, a little problem there. Yeah. And of course, resistance is futile. Classic board figure. Pretty darn good too. And what I love about these figures, they come with a base, so it makes them easy to stand up. You don't have to use fun tack. If you're looking on the desk here, that's all the leftover pieces of plastic from these were in a bag, and the bag disintegrated after 30 years. So, but yeah, these were really well done figures. Yep, these are really good. And of course, if you look at the first, the first costume that Picard is in is the Borg. Some of the original Borg costuming wasn't the best. All right, we'll save. Is this the best for last? Well, here we had this crazy Indian figure in the box. Where the heck that's from? And I found a Pink Panther. This was not in the box, but it was near it. So, gotta love the Pink Panther. Pink Panther Bendy. And this is one of my favorites, the Shogun Warriors. Mazinger. Oh wait, before we go to we got to finish the Star Trek line. So of course, the ship. Or show Mazinger. God, this ship doesn't stick together. Saucer always wants to separate here. Not the best design, but I had this set up so it was hanging. Let's see if that's gonna. There we go. Without coming apart. And this is heavy die cast. Big D, very heavy. So I had that hanging in my bedroom, off a shelf probably. This is with that Star Trek line, so really cool. Yeah. And I think that Ferengi ship and the shuttlecraft that I didn't get, but I had that. And there was also a phaser. Yeah. But let's go. The last figure in the box is Mazinger. Got to be careful washing him because he would rust, and of course he would shoot. Let's see. Let's give a shot here. Boom! Hey, you still got it. Look at that. Let's see. Shoot Neil Armstrong there. Man. So we would play these guys for hours, like Shogun Wars versus Godzilla. There it is, quick loading. And I think I have a bunch of extra fists that came with them too. So yeah, really fun figure to play with and play with. These guys would go against the Micronauts. There we go. And yeah, really heavy metal. Gotta fix some of this, recreate some of the stickers there, but he's in pretty good shape. And I think the backpack, yep, the jetpack would come off. But yeah, Japanese high quality, heavy duty figures, and this was always one of my favorite. It's the only Shogun Warrior I have. My friend Mike had a bunch more. I think they were really tough to get back then, but really cool. I've been looking for this figure forever. I'm like, where's my Mazinger? And I found him, so that was welcome home. Oh, and the last thing we've had in the box was this really cool plate. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Of course, loving everything to do with the Apollo program, and astronauts had that plate in there, so that was on the shelf too. So, all right, well, this took longer than I thought it would, but that's a rundown of all the figures that were in that box in my mom's in my mom's attic that I was glad to find. Let's put these guys. Who would win a fight here? Let's see. Let's put Ed versus RoboCop. Of course, I'm not going to lose this fifth. Nope. Let's see what happens here. Ready? Drop your weapon. Oh, he actually moved him a little bit. All right, now that's exactly what I thought. That flying fist went behind the desk, but I can find it. I'll remember not to vacuum. But all right, just wanted to go through a recap of all these figures, and hey, don't lose your jetpack. You're gonna need that. But it was a lot of fun finding these and realizing they were not lost forever. So thanks everyone for tuning in. All right, he doesn't want to stand up. Amazing or not? It's been in the box too long. That's why. Here, that'll hold him up. All right, everyone. Great hanging with you, and we'll catch you on the next one. And keep enjoying old toys, and it's fun when you find these. So glad I was able to share these. Take care, everyone, and catch you soon.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.